Hi family, have you noticed now Verna comes without a seal? Same refreshing taste in a lighter bottle with less plastic, less waste. Easy to compress and shrink for recycling. One small change, one big step for a cleaner future. Join us protect our planet. No seal, less waste. Hi family, have you noticed now Verna comes without a seal? Same refreshing taste in a lighter bottle with less plastic, less waste. Easy to compress and shrink for recycling. One small change, one big step for a cleaner future. Join us protect our planet. No seal, less waste. Hi family, have you noticed now Verna comes without a seal? Same refreshing taste in a lighter bottle with less plastic, less waste. Easy to compress and shrink for recycling. One small change, one big step for a cleaner future. Join us protect our planet. No seal, less waste. Hi family, have you noticed now Verna comes without a seal? Same refreshing taste in a lighter bottle with less plastic, less waste. Easy to compress and shrink for recycling. One small change, one big step for a cleaner future. Join us protect our planet. No seal, less waste.
Minutes is 720 minutes. All the money you make is yours, commission free. I thank you guys all for supporting Shaxi from day one up to now. And I just want to tell you guys that Shaxi has a good package for everyone, both our riders and our drivers. Thank you so much for supporting Shaxi. Shaxi, it's time to ride. Hi, my name is Charles Nyama Meza Jr., CEO and founder of Shaxi. I would like to urge all my drivers and riders to really help on Shaxi, because this is one of the most advantageous app that we have in Africa right now. Shaxi is growing in the market gradually, and I would like to tell everybody that the good news about Shaxi is that you just subscribe with 20 Ghana cedi. Use it for 12 hours. 12 hours in minutes is 720 minutes. All the money you make is yours, commission free. I thank you guys all for supporting Shaxi from day one up to now. And I just want to tell you guys that Shaxi has a good package.
Well, I remember posting on our Sammy Flex TV page that I want us to start something running right here on Sammy Flex TV. Something that will be running on both our Facebook page as well as on our YouTube page. Let me just give you a background of this particular show so that anytime you see it, you know that, oh, this is the show Sammy Flex was talking about. This is called Showbiz Today. That is the name of this show. It is called Showbiz Today. It doesn't have any special time. The show doesn't have any special time. As and when we feel like talking showbiz, we sit down and we start talking about it. It is live. It is always going to be a live show. Thank God, our technical people here in the studio, they have been able to set up our live show. So we have to make it active, and we have to make sure that we are dealing with you guys on a daily basis from Monday through to Friday. And that we are going to discuss some of the topical issues around us, you and I. I may be hosting some artists from time to time on this show. Anytime we have something hot in the system that we even have to call someone on the phone or we have to host the person right here in the studio, we will do that on Sammy Flex TV. Now, I'm telling you once again, I do this show with you. There is no specific or special time for this show. As and when we want to talk about it, 1 hour hot, we kill it and we are good. So today we started at 3:30. Yes, we want to believe we started at 3:30. Exactly 4:30, we are done. And that's it. I do this show by reading some of your messages on Facebook, on YouTube. And remember, you are part of the show. So anytime you see us seated like this, you can call this our show. Our show in the sense that this is what we are all doing together. You and I, we are in this together. So ladies and gentlemen, Welcome to today's edition, which is the premiere edition of today's Showbiz Today. And we are here with a team. I'm talking about the production team, Gerald on camera. Let me also say shouts to the directors of the show, Theophilus Degosh, as well as man like Sammy Tuga. Our producer is not at post today. He has some other family issues to attend to, so he has been permitted to be out there so that we do it. Now, I have been monitoring so many stories online, but there is one particular video that I would want to address. So let me go here for Facebook, and I'll go here for YouTube as well. And like I'm saying, I'll be reading this show with you. All your comments, your suggestions, your contributions, everything will be right here. It's a live show, just 1 hour. We kill it and we are good. This is the premiere edition of this show. So in case you watch it later, then you know that, oh, so Sammy Flex told us something new is in the offing, and that is what we are going to discuss today. Now, ladies and gentlemen, you are welcome. I know for the past days, when you switch on your television sets, when you put on your radio sets, the conversation has been about who is selling what, especially the music catalog business. Many people are missing the point. I'm sure I'll find one day, do a proper education editorial, and especially with regards to what concerns us at Shatta Movement Empire, I'll let you guys know, and we will talk about that. But today, there is something that I want us to talk about as well. But before I even drop it, let me also use this opportunity to share this information with you. Now, when the Ghana Premier League put out their flyer that they were about starting the Premier League, and therefore they are starting with a launch of a sort for an artist to perform and all, I know many people were calling our offices. Oh, you guys are known to be controllers of the Accra Sports Stadium. When you guys come to the Accra Sports Stadium, everywhere fails. So why are you guys not on this time? I remember getting some of these questions, and I can also tell you my manager at Shatta Movement Empire, Juade Abdallah Sika, also received some of these calls from friends and those who were closer to him. And I want to set the record straight so that nobody will throw dust in your eyes. I want to set the record straight. Indeed, Shatta Movement was reached for this particular show. Shatta Movement was reached for this particular show. Negotiations, or let me say conversations, started for us to be able to do this, but unfortunately, the people who reached out to us, so in this case, I would say the GFA body, as well as the entity hosting this event, in this case, Media General. Yes, Media General, they were in charge of the event, because now the Ghana Premier League will be televised exclusively on Media General platforms. In this case, TV3, Onua TV, Onua FM, 3FM, and their other platforms. Yes, conversation started with us, negotiation started with us, but unfortunately, they could not meet us. I've seen online, and this is the reason I'm doing this. I've seen online some reports that Shatta Movement charged 500k Ghana cedis, but it is not true. The real information is that our demand, our offer on demand was $500,000 or 500,000 USD. Maybe the gentleman, of course, our sports presenter who got the information, I'm sure might have mixed the sign, the dollar sign for the CD sign. He actually missed the dollar sign for the CD sign, and I'm sure that is what happened. So it is not as if we were not reached, or it is not as if we were not called. As a matter of fact, conversation started. It went to the right people who have to decide on what we agree on before performance, and we agreed on 500,000 USD for the performance. But maybe time was not on the side of the organizers. Maybe they could not afford it at the time that they called, or maybe they were not able to meet us at the time that the event was about happening. Reason we could not seal it. And I want to assure you that in the future, when some of these things come and they are able to meet our demands, we are sure going to offer. Now, it has become necessary, and I'm talking about this now because I told you one of our sports presenters here maybe got a hint somewhere. He got the apport somewhere, but missed the figures right. He forgot that the 500K he had was not in cedis, but rather it was in dollars. And that is what I want everybody to understand, that the GFA, the Premier League, the media general, and the whole people who were producing, maybe the agency who was producing that particular show, they were not able to meet our demands. So in the near future, when they are able to meet our demands, we are sure going to play. I've heard reports, I've seen videos and how the whole thing played out, but it's all good. Every artist and their strength, every artist and what they do best. So as much as they were able to get that result, I want to believe to give them the satisfaction. I want to believe they'll be happy about it. I want to believe that moving forward, they also know what to do next, so that in the near future, when they have to sort out some of these things, they'll be able to sort it out and life will be okay for everybody. This is exclusive. Remember, you heard it on Showbiz Today with Sammy Flex. This is an exclusive, something you never heard anywhere before, something you've never seen before, but right here on Sammy Flex TV, streaming both on our Facebook and our YouTube page. This is Showbiz Today. And just so you know, GFA, the Premier League, and its agencies unfortunately could not meet our demand of $500,000 for that particular opening or for that particular performance. It does not mean relationship with us and them is over. No, it is not over. In the near future, when we are able to still sit around a table to have conversations, to have discussions on what we want to do together or achieve together, we are always open. You know how Shatta does it. He's that guy who does not take decisions based on his emotions. He's that guy who is ready to go on the negotiation table as much as you are also ready. And with this, you are good to go. And now, I'm telling you that you heard this exclusively on Showbiz Today. So when someone asks you, how did you get information or where did you hear it, tell the person that I got this information exclusively live on Showbiz Daily. Showbiz Today, not on Showbiz Daily, but Showbiz Today. So get it and get it right. And I've told you that Showbiz Today is a new platform created for Sammy Flex TV channels. It is a Sammy Flex with you, and it is solid 1 hour live unadulterated show. We come here to tell you some of the happenings right here on this show. Now, I'm sure we can move on. And just so you know, the show is proudly sponsored by Shaxi. It is time to ride. Shaxi, it is time to ride. So maybe we can take a quick commercial from our sponsors, Shaxi, and when I come back, we move on into the second half of the show, where we will be wrapping up in the next maybe 30 minutes or less or more. We do this for 1 hour on a daily, Monday to Friday. It does not have any special time, so don't say, oh, I watched it at 3:30 today, so tomorrow it is going to be at 3:30. In fact, it can come at any time, any day. So you just have to be active on our pages. Reason you have to like our page on Facebook, Sammy Flex TV, and you have to subscribe to our pages on YouTube as well. That is Sammy Flex TV on YouTube. So let's go for a quick break. When I come back, we drop the second story of the day. Then we'll be closing for today.
Shaxi, it's time to ride.
If it's here, go ride that level.
Hi, my name is Charles Nyama Meza Jr., CEO and founder of Shaxi. I would like to urge all my drivers and riders to really hop on Shaxi, because this is one of the most advantageous apps that we have in Africa right now. Shaxi is growing in the market gradually, and I would like to tell everybody that the good news about Shaxi is that you just subscribe with 20 Ghana cedi. Use it for 12 hours. 12 hours in minutes is 720 minutes. All the money you make is yours, commission free. I thank you guys all for supporting Shaxi from day one up to now. And I just want to tell you guys that Shaxi has a good package for everyone, both our riders and our drivers. Thank you so much for supporting Shaxi. Shaxi, it's time to ride. Hi, my name is Charles Nyama Meza Jr., CEO and founder of Shaxi. I would like to urge all my drivers and riders to really help on Shaxi, because this is one of the most advantageous.
From the commercial break, this is Showbiz Today. And I've told you it is a new platform created for our Sammy Flex TV platforms, our channels on Facebook and then on YouTube. It is a daily show, 1 hour live, where you recorded and you trouble live. You can straight near upon 1 hour, and it does not have any special time or specific time. It can come at any time on the day. Just be ready for it. Now, the background of Showbiz Today is that sometimes some of these issues happen, and we have the exclusives. Yet in it first, and we want to tell you. So if it has to be an interview, we will get an artist in the studio. 1 hour, we are done with the interview live. If it has to be a phone call, something that is happening that we have to call for some explanation or some updates, we call quickly. 1 hour, we are done and we're good. And that is how we're going to do Showbiz Today. Sammy Flex, I'll be the one in charge of this show, just so you know. So Showbiz Today with Sammy Flex. Now, let's move on to the second thing that I want to talk about. It's an observation. And sometimes when you have an observation from one person, two persons, three persons, then in PR, like we say, it is becoming a narrative that you have to make sure you change it. It is becoming a perception that you have to change it. Now, I chanced on a video online. Some of these pastors, maybe after preaching, I know now they all pay attention to their social media platforms. So right after their preaching, after their administration, or after their ministry, they share some snippets of their videos online. And I want to do this with you. Now, when you check the video, they have Above Hills Chapel. So I want to believe that is the name of the church, Above Hills Chapel. I may not know the man of God or the pastor who was preaching or the reverend who was preaching, the reverend minister. I may not have any background about him. But of course, he's online. So as much as he's online, he can also be discussed, just as he mentioned other brands during his preaching. During his ministration or during his sermon, he said something. He was actually putting out an example of a sort when it comes to people showing love, people showing loyalty. And his example to me, as much as that is what sometimes many people think, it is not what it is. He said, and I quote him, he said, "You guys should pay attention to Shatta Wale and his fans." He said Shatta Wale's fans are smokers. Shatta Wale's fans are vagabonds. Shatta Wale fans are street people. So when I started watching it, I think someone said it to me. When I started watching it, I said, "Hey, is this man aware of what he's saying? Is he really sure of what he's saying?" Just last week, I think it was last week, Friday or Thursday. I thought last week Friday. Okay, last week Friday, I went for the coat ceremony. Let me share this video with my people so they can even let you guys see it, so you know exactly. So, director, I'm sharing this video with you. Fortunately, I didn't know I'll mention this, but because I've mentioned it, let me share it with you directly, so you can also show it to the people. So it does not come across like, oh, may Sammy Flex kakeke. I mean him there, may can that be aha. And can be him. Everything we talk about, it is because we have it, and indeed we will show it so that it comes as a proof. I went to what they call the white coat ceremony of my niece. Her name is Vicentia Frimpong Boatin. She has completed entrance University of Pharmacy or entrance Pharmaceutical University. I think something like that. She is in the last but 1 year. So in their 6th year, they do the school for 7 years. So in their 6th year, they do what they call the white coat ceremony. where you'll be given the white coat when you are on the field of work as a pharmacist. So I was part of the family from her side who went to the entrance pharmaceutical university last week Friday. Now, when I got there, the people who came and the people who were graduate or those who were wearing their white coats, those who were being sworn in as students of the school. As a matter of fact, when they saw me, crazy, it was overwhelming. Everybody was just happy seeing me there. They could not hide their joy when they saw me there. And they were telling me, oh, Brother, we are Shatta Movement people. Oh. Brother, in fact, it was the spirit of Shatta that has kept us through this school, and we have graduated with that energy. In fact, the kind of attention they gave to me, I was so surprised because I felt, oh, where I'm there, it is not a showbiz grounds. I'm just coming in to support my niece, the essential from Pomboati, who is now like a pharmacist. So just so you know, in my family, there are no dumb people. We have sharp people in my family. So Essential, my sister's first daughter, that's who you see on the screen. That is Essential from Pomboati. She's now a pharmacist proper. And you should know that in my family, there are no dumb people. Sharp brains in Kwan or so get this in your coconut. And where I am, I know where I am. I'm also a very sharp guy where I am. So whilst I was there, these students, energetic, in fact, excitement written all on their faces for seeing me there. Everybody would want to, those who were in their white gowns or white coats, they all wanted special photo session with me. And you think they are not Shatta Movement fans? You think they are street people? The kind of attention they gave to me was the fact that I belong to the management team of Shatta Movement. That is why. The kind of attention, because when they come, I know what they say. Shatta Movement for life. Pam, pam, pam. Those were their accolades. They were raining on me. Those were the accolades they were raining on me. The energy, the excitement, the happiness that, hey, Sammy Flex is here. Charlie, this is an opportunity. That white coat ceremony is special to them. And on a special day like that, if they can also meet someone they consider special in their life because the person encourages them, the person inspires them, the person motivates them, then what are you talking about? These people could not hide their excitement. Therefore, when you go out and you hear some people putting out this narrative, you want to go like, hey, Dabio. What's no bet me as kakra. Say Shatta fans they are street people. Shatta fans they are what? Beggars. Shatta fans they are vagabonds. Shatta fans they are smokers. It is not true. It is not true. And when I watched them, I said, no, son, name way. Ye jam a man for take kasana yam peko and be so incorrect here. You guys would always miss it. I think somewhere last year. No, I think it is early this year rather. Early this year. Yeah, either somewhere last year or early this year. I'm missing the date. I will confirm when it becomes necessary one day. When the Chief of Defense Staff celebrated his birthday. No, the SWAL, not the recent one. The SWAL Chief of Defense Staff. So maybe it will be early this year or late last year. When he celebrated his birthday and he had a party, there was only one musician he wanted to perform or he wanted to see at the party. I think it was his 60th birthday or 50th birthday. All those facts, I'm missing it. Forgive me. It was a special day for him. And there was only one person he wanted to see on that day. In fact, when it was time and Shatta was not even appearing, those who were there, we saw the kind of frustration on his face because, the party almost about ending. The party is about to end, and his people told him they have a surprise for him. The surprise is not surprising, and the party too is about ending. What is happening? What is really going down? Are they really going to give him the kind of surprise that he's saying he's looking for? Why? What is happening? Until he heard the voice of Shatta in the microphone. Those who have been watching Sammy Flex TV, I came to review it, so you guys, you have an idea of what I'm talking about. Yes. Those who are ardent followers of Sammy Flex TV, I know you guys know exactly. You have the fine details of what I'm talking about. The outgone chief of staff, chief of defense staff. Yes, he is a Shatta fan. We go to law courts, and when people identify us, now some of us, we are more or less like signboards or billboards to Shatta Movement. So when people see us, they know Shatta representative is here. We go to court. People who are wearing their gowns, they are wearing their wigs and all. And they meet you and, oh, Sammy Flex, how are you doing? How is Shatta? Like, it tells you that indeed these are people who are following Shatta for what he does and for who he is. Just our last trip to Kumasi or so. No, we went to Densha. Yes, we went to Densha, Brofwedu. Of course, we used flight, so we went through Kumasi. When we got to the airport, one of the chief immigration officers there, when he met me, he even got my name wrong. He said, Sammy K. Yes, I understand. Some people mix up my name. I meet some people, they call me Sammy Felix, as in Zion Felix. I meet some people, they call me Sammy K, as in Sammy Flex. I meet some people even call me at the Dusty and all. Yes, I know, I understand. When you call me like that, I just greet you and we move on because I know it is for that moment and nothing else. I'm still Sammy Flex. When he met me, he said, oh, Sammy K, wow, I've been watching you. I like the way you've been talking about Shatta. I like the way when issues come, you always are out there talking about it, explaining it to those who don't understand it. I've been watching you. Thankfully, I was with Shatta in the queue. Then Shatta said, oh, Daddy, so you've been watching Sammy Flex. Shatta played his antics as usual with the man. The man was so excited seeing me and Shatta then. Is that man a vagabond? Is that man a street beggar? Well, he can be a smoker. In fact, for smoking there, we don't even want to go there because when we go there, including statesmen, including ministers, including lawyers, including presidents, including pastors. And so that place there, it's a decision for people who are doing it. They have decided to do it, and that is what they want to do. So I'm not sure we can even make that point any point of consideration. But to make it look like, oh, these are people like people who don't have life. I think that is how I want to put this. Or that's how I have to put it for people to get it. When we create the impression like, oh, people who follow Shatta are people who don't have life, I say, hey, do you exactly know what you are talking about? There are multi-million business people who are die-hard followers of Shatta Movement. In fact, they are ready to spend millions of cedis and dollars to support everything Shatta Movement. Sometimes Shatta Movement will be doing something. You hear, oh, some fan base or some fan group, somebody has called to sponsor. You think that person is a street person? You think that person doesn't have life? Sometimes they will see someone doing something good in the name of Shatta Movement, and Kwaku Dubai and the rest of the day be sharing their testimonies on several occasions. Some people will say, okay, oh, you are doing this, that's perfect. I'm also a Shatta Movement believer. I want to support you. Whatever you need, get this, get that to do it. Many people have been getting it. And you think those people are people who don't know what they are doing with their lives? You put out some of these narratives, and like I'm saying, if you are not careful, this one will say, the other person will say it, and it becomes the norm. It becomes the reality. Meanwhile, they are not. Well, there was something he said that I love, though. In fact, I wouldn't make the whole thing look negative. If I do that, then I'm also not being fair to the man of God. There was something he said that I loved. He talked about the loyalty of people who believe in Shatta. He talked about the trust and the confidence of people who believe in Shatta. And that point, I want to believe it's a point that I am interested in, not the other side where he makes it look like they are nobodies or people who have nothing to offer society. No. Well, maybe you have to see the video as well. And after seeing the video, I'm sure I'll start reading some of your messages. Then we'll be wrapping up Showbiz Today. And like I'm saying, Showbiz Today is me and you. I drop the topic and you guys can also be part of the conversation. I'll be reading your commentaries and that's it. So let's go watch the video, and when I come back, I'll start reading some of your messages because we'll be wrapping up in the next 25 minutes or so. And I want to do the rest of the show with you. Get your opinions, get your inputs in some of these things. That as a PR person, I believe I'm a PR person. I believe in changing narrative and perceptions. I believe in not allowing people to assume the things that they want to think about you. No, it is not true. Yes, what he said about loyalty. And you see, sometimes when people are showing love and loyalty to people, that's when they miss it. Because I know he was using the Iyoko example, where he said when Shatta got into that trouble, we saw how these people came from all walks of life. In fact, what we saw there, it was even small, because it was just within 12 hours that it happened. If it had gone on for 24 hours, maybe it would have been worse. What we saw was very small because it happened within 12 hours. So those who came there were those who were nearer. Jamestown, Osu, Kolegon, Accra, those who came. I'm not sure we waited for the people to have come from the rest of the regions. If they know that, hey, this is happening, they were all going to come there. So he talked about the loyalty, he talked about the support, he talked about the fact that when it comes to Shatta Movement, there is love and there is loyalty there. And I'll say something briefly after watching it. Then I'll be reading some of your messages before we run away. So Director Tuga, if you're ready, let's go check the man of God, what he said, the part that I would want us to correct, and the part that I would want us to keep, that indeed, that is the real love when it comes to Shatta Movement. Let's go watch it. I'll be right back.
When you check the fans of Shatta Land, they are all these smokers, how we call vagabonds, street boys, people don't regard. And when you check, let me use somebody like Sapodie, when you check Sapodie, people that follow him are of standard. But listen, those you don't regard, because they are in one accord, and the love is true, they conquer those of a high standard. Exactly. And that is why that guy will keep on to reign, because he always plants love in his people. That's right. And when he's speaking to them, check the way he talks to them. He doesn't mind whether he's richer than them. He said, they are my people, I love them. He relates to them. He comes down to their standard and he relates to them. The family you create is important. And the family
Well, so that was the man of God, of course, sharing his opinion. And first of all, I know maybe a member of his church might be watching. I want them to add that Sammy Flex is saying he appreciates him. The fact that he follows the Shatta Wale story and he knows about the story. Sammy Flex is saying he appreciates him. And I want to believe the whole Shatta movement would also appreciate him. But even him, you see, he knows the Shatta story. Is he a nobody in society? If you don't follow him, you know the story. It is because he follows him. That is why he knows the story. That's why he's able to tell the story as it is. This man, politician Kofi Akpalu, was also arrested by Iyoko some few days ago. As a politician, once again, I want to believe he also has following in all spheres of life. In the offices, he has following. In the legal industry, he has following. On the streets, he has following. In the market, he has following. In fact, as a politician there, politicians following, they don't have limits. They go beyond all borders. He has following. But ask yourself, what happened when he was arrested? As a party, he even has party executives. As a political party, he has party executives. He has member of parliament, those who stood in the name of MPship for his party. Where were they? As a party, as a political party in Ghana that has been contesting almost every general elections in Ghana. He has party executives in constituencies. Where were they when he was arrested? Why did they not show up? Why were they all quiet? His party executives, those he has a political like head office. Where were they? Why did we not see them there for media to capture? Yes. So the positive in what the man of God said was the fact that the Shatta Movement love is about loyalty. It's strong. It's not the fact that they are nobodies. I know the man of God did not get it right, and that is why this video caught my attention. I said, well, Sammy Flex made him the home kakra. The man of God missed that point. The loyalty comes from all spheres of life. Because I can also say that whilst those who had time came there doing their thing, there were other people who maybe did not get time, but they also supported with their substance. How about that? Are they also nobodies? Yes, I can say that for a fact. There were others who did not come there, but they supported with their substance. They gave to the people who came there. Take this, take that. Oh, sort this out, sort that out. Just to make sure whatever movement that we are building is still solidly ongoing. So what are we saying here? So man of God, we love you. We love the fact that you appreciate the Shatta Movement spirit. We love the fact that you appreciate the loyalty of Shatta Movement fans. It is like that. Now, there's one secret. Maybe I'll say that and I'll read your messages and we go. Shatta Movement connects with the people. And I'm sure the man of God pointed out that. Shatta Movement, they are in tune together with the fans all the time. Sammy Flex, when I came, I got to know that, oh, this is their culture. This is how Shatta Wale built it. I also decided to follow same. It is the reason I'm always with the fans. It is the reason I'm always connecting with the fans. Now, if some fan would want to call Shatta Wale and they don't get access to him, they call me. And when they talk to me, they feel like, okay, we've spoken to Shatta Wale. And that is how the culture is built. And if you think these people are nobodies, these people are non-entities in society, you've missed it. Some of them are successful business people. Some of them are family people. Even they are introducing their children. You see them, their children singing and dancing to Shatta Movement songs, and they send it. Oh, I mean, see my daughter, see my son, see my yeah. So at that point, man of God, we appreciate your following, but I'm sure maybe after this video, even if you don't see it yourself, a church member will show it to you, and you would appreciate us. Let me go on to YouTube, where I have some good number of people watching us. Let me acknowledge and recognize them, then we can move on to Facebook. We are closing in the next 20 minutes. Sarah Bediako, Elias Boasiako, rather. Sarah Boasiako sent a message, but I think it has been retracted. Effort Kwala has given us the hand emoji. Sarah Boasiako. Okay, so Sarah comes again. Says Sarah Boasiako says, today I'm here. Kotachi Abdallah says, FO show flop. Long John get a call. Well, I'm not here to discuss someone's show flopping or someone's show looking for what. I'm only here because there are reports out there that GFA wanted to book us, and some people want confirmation. And I want to confirm to you that yes, indeed, the conversation started, just that they could not meet our 500,000 USD bill or budget. That is why we could not also honor that particular show. So I'm not here to talk about whether it's flopped or not. It is normal. It is not every show that people come, so it is normal. Kwame Knight says SM for life, and he comes again. SM no come to play. We charge high, of course. I keep telling people, those who watched my interview on Onuya FM, I told them that if Shatta Wale permits, he should start a Shatta Movement University of Music, or Shatta Movement Music University. And you have to go through the school for 3 solid years. When you are done, we give you 1 more year to go for internship before you can go to the studio. People did not get it. Shatta Wale knows his music business, and if not for anything, it's one of the things that, the beautiful things that you can pick from him when you move with him. Now, Kotachi Abdallah says Shatta Movement in Iceland. Okay. Jackie Boatin says congrats to her. Yes. Look at Jackie, a top family woman. You think she's a joke? Look at Jackie Boateng, a hard SM believer, and he thinks it's a joke. You are missing it. Who else is here? Kotachi Abdallah says, Sammy Flex, our Shatta Movement, we love you. Charlie, me too, I love you guys. We are in this together. Cappuccino says, SM. Jackie Boateng comes again and says, don't judge, just appreciate. Kwame Nai says, we don't judge, we don't discriminate, we just love and appreciate our boss and ourselves. Yes, and that is what is true. Shatta Wale doesn't discriminate. When he's on the street, people come to him, he shakes hands with the good and the bad, and he doesn't do that discrimination, just as many people are saying here. Now, Wales Alotia was a Brasami, they have been saying that for a long time, but it's said that you are addressing it. Thank you for that. Yes, I know people have been saying it, and they always miss it. When I hear people say that, I laugh because they don't really know the Shatta Movement spirit. The other day I said every person has Shatta Movement. Now, how come we go to the universities and the people are showing love? Let Shatta Wale perform on every university campus in Ghana. Let them shut their gates, not allow anybody to come in. Let's see the people who come and still show the same craziness. Let's see the people who come to that show and show the same love. Who are they? Where are they coming from? So you guys should get it right and don't miss it. In fact, don't miss it at all. Cappuccino says, when are you going to discuss FO's flop show? Like I said earlier, I don't want to talk about FO flop show or anything. It is one of those things. Sparrow is here. Sparrow there. Sparrow said, what happened today? It seems I'm late. Today, you guys change time. I mean the schedule. No. This is a new show. It's called Showbiz Today. It is a 1-hour daily show. And like I've said earlier to those who started with me, this show doesn't have a specific time. At any time that Sammy Flex has the time, the producers are ready. We give you 1-hour live show and run away. So it is different from Showbiz Daily. Showbiz Daily will still come at 7 p.m. Showbiz Daily time is specific. 7 p.m. you'll be here. So wait for that as well. Kotachi Abdullah said, Mr. Sammy Flex, God bless you, Charlie. God bless you more. Sunu Hannah says, SM for life. Samu Libya says, big man, Sammy Flex. Sumu Libya, big love from Libya. Oh, okay, you're in Libya as well. Now, Champion Kukua Flux, my sweetheart says, outstanding show. Yes, that is Champion Kukua Flux. Cooks, I see you. Now, Tam Stamimu says, Sammy, where is the man like Long John? Long John will be coming. My session with Long John will still happen, so wait for it. Sunu Hannah says, we love you, Sammy. Yes, I love you guys too. And it says, Sammy Flex, I'm greeting from Libya. Joseph Aqua says, God bless any member of Shatta Movement. That is my prayer. Okay. Sparrow says, the brand now is too big for us to be taking less money. I think that is perfect. The brand now is too big for us to be taking less money. Fact. Jackie Boat said, the pastor wants to trend too. The pastor wants to trend, huh? Okay. Sarah Bosiaku says, you are doing a great job. Thank you, Sarah. Sparrow says, that's why you guys was not at the show last week Friday. Yes, that's why we were not on the show last week Friday. But then again, we also went for a video shoot for Shatta Wale as well. So wait for that. I mean, you guys said you want more videos. So yes, over the weekend, we also shot a music video. But like he said, it was one of the reasons why we were also not on the show last Friday. We were out there doing this and that. Now, Amenin Presta says, manager for life. God bless all the SM family. Yes, thank you so much. Now let me go on to Facebook and see if I can read some messages from there before we wrap up for today. But I'm still telling you, this is something new. This is something fresh. It is something you've not seen on this platform before. It is new. It is fresh. So just so you guys will know. On Facebook, Kobe Princess Shatta Flex. You can see it. Yes, Shatta Flex. That's the name Samini gave to me. Samini gave me the name Shatta Flex. Sadiq Adam says, Asamoah Jan go collect your leg. I don't enjoy some of these comments. Ni Lankai Odate says, God is here. Kofi Fifi Pauli says, Shatta Wale, Shatta Movement is like occultism. Yes, that is how sometimes it makes it look. They make it look like, hey, Charlie, the Shatta Movement thing there, be joke. I remember after the Yoko saga, my sister, who is married to a pastor, called me and he said, hey, Sammy, Muni Pedi that was a president too, because the kind of love that we saw on that day, they've not even seen it. And I use the Kofi Akpalu story as an example for you. Like I'm saying, he's a big time politician. His party has been going for elections anytime Ghana does general election. Where were his party members? After all, when it happened to Untumi, we saw some NPP folks there. And the people who were there, they did not all come from parliament. There were some people who came from the market. There were some people who came from the street as well. So Akpalu, where were his party members? No more way. What happened to them? How come we did not see them at least agitating or protesting for the release of their boss? Or more condemning? Even Dr. Declare. And as the doctor declared it, oh, another uncle. Well, on Facebook still, Brian Magazi has given us the love emoji. Now, Elvis in D4 says, I remember when SM Boss was detained by Iyoko invitation. I didn't sleep for 2 nights. On the WhatsApp group, I was sharing my excitement when he was released. Due to my excitement, someone on the group seeking for help with 1,000K Nigerian money. I had to send her close to 30K. I did it because of Wally. So listen to this. So, according to this man called Elvis Indifo, he's saying that when Shatta Wale was detained by Iyoko, he was worried. For 2 nights, he could not sleep. For 2 nights, he could not sleep. And therefore, when Shatta was released, he was so happy. And Shatta Movement, we have the most WhatsApp groups than any other artist fan base. And I'm in part of them. I'm in many of these WhatsApp groups. He said that day he could not sleep. He was worried. But when he was released, he was so excited. So when someone was looking for money, 1,000 naira for something, he decided to send how much? 30K naira out of excitement. And now no so a vagabond. Or no so a beggar. Or you see, and you see, do you know what is funny? When Shatta Wale hits the street and they see the few people who run to him to go for money, they think there be one who Shatta Wale can cry out, oh, Trini, yellow Benz, what on the crowd. And then Nijeke, Uncle, these are a American Uncle Humbi. But who nipa 10, nipa 20, nipa 30, nipa 50, binti, hey, Shatta Movement fans in our here. Many mistake. A branch and no sort in a baby. Who say Shatta Kekeno? Obi ne ho any there na ne trim any there. Obi per 1,000 naira. Or sending it 30K. Share with that na. Daniel Afu says one love. Now Abdul Razak on Facebook, he says, we are happy you are clearing these negative thoughts about we the SM fans. It is just love. That is what the person is also adding, that we are happy you are clearing this negative thoughts about the SM fans. It is just love. Yeah, it is just love. Like the love, yen krane bro so. It's our love, yen krane bro so. Sometimes we want to go somewhere and operate quietly and leave. Yen krane de biana pennies out, because it becomes challenging. It becomes tough for us sometimes. Sometimes you want to go somewhere like Nanka, Yane Shatta Koba B, Akoye BB, quietly, Naki free honey a. But you can't control it. The sight of seeing Shatta, the fact that someone sees Shatta Wale alone, and look at what is on the screen right now. Just watch it. Shatta Wale kwa the baby. Or nya na adwin so new biara be hwe. Or kwa the baby. In fact, sometimes whether he's even the best of mood or not, the fans, they don't even care. Like they don't care. Inform who. Hey, Yahu Shatta Wale. Whether you are in the best of mood or not, hey, Yahu idea, you no be vibe. How many? You see what Shatta is doing with them now, as you can see on the screen. You see how he was on the street. He saw the fans. He packed, and they came to him, interacting with him on the street. There were other cars following him. But now on your way when you now na say asemuto normal bachelor ni order or say they don't have anything to do or they are vagabond. Hey, who told you that? They are not. How many artists or how many celebrities do you see do this? Say omoti otika mu okoni baby a na ni abre because our appointment on you meeting bi na fans abeshia no kwa no wagina no ne fans needing come omo mu person ni try video Omo person me ye photos, omo ye photos. Owie kra wasan running safe mu na ne bag mu asan e cash their mom. No ye we nyina na say edu level bi na omo channel da o so omo ye vagabond. So hey, these guys they were all working. No, you see the guys there. They were all working. It was because they saw Shatta Wale. They left whatever they were doing. I can tell you for a fact. I can tell you for free. They were all working. Or they ran from their shops to him. You could see there are other women there as well. Of course, when they meet Shatta Wale, it becomes crazy that they don't even mind what they do. And Akwabiayi Nejinsa, I can't the boxer shorts. You saw the coach photo excitement on DPA. Go to a photo for excitement of DP. At that time, that was all he wanted, to see Shatta Wale. I know of a guy, in fact, let me tell you this story. I know of a guy who has bought a motorbike. But a motorbike, do you know what he's looking for? I see one day he wants to bump into Shatta Wale so that before first, when he called me, he didn't even want to start work until he does that. I told him it is not necessary like that. But if he believes that, says Shatta Wale, a blessing, the baby so kwa opekra unkofa Shatta photo and a Shatta Movement logo no down for bike no keke, and he should just pray to God that God, I bought this motorbike. I'm going to work with it as a distributor, as an Okada person. I want this to be a blessing, accident free and all that. Also, person Shatta didn't. A friend first, I said, brother, I bought a motorbike. I'm going to start working as this distribution guys. But I want Shatta to put his hand on this motor, bless it before I can start working. I said, no, I cannot assure you today or tomorrow, and I don't know when you'll be bumping into Shatta Wale. But since you believe that when Shatta does this, there will be more blessing on you, you can take Shatta Wale's photo, put it on a bike. You can take Shatta Wale's logo, as in Shatta Movement, put it on a bike and start working and pray about it. It will be a blessing. One day, you'll meet him. I told him that. He started working. The other day, he called me again. But I mean, my start here, but I mean, bomb prices to make sure Godfather, no problem. Just do whatever you are doing. The other day, when we went to Cape Coast, there is this guy called SM Biggie Phones. He's in Swedru, one of the diehard Shatta. He has his own phone shop in Swedru. He sells phones. But when he comes for Shatta Wale shows, and he's the CEO of the shop. When you see Afana Jumom, he's the shop owner. His videos and photos are out there. And when he came for the show and after the show, he got the opportunity to meet Shatta. He said, on your person Shatta Wale and Chinese kake can don't fanko cran sikao. He says the belief is the faith, because that's what Shatta Wale teaches them. He said he doesn't want anything. Shatta should just dash him money. No fanko friend sika munye juma keke. Say obi ese or some baby. At the end of some no share ne da. Or sorry or tonsa or tot deben or chanty. No, they are also believing Aquari in sending a life story. I tap into him, the motivation, the experience. When I tap into him, I also be a blessing. Or they also under a vagabond. Also for us, sorry, the move 140 or so. Also for us, the way bit to almost so smoky. Also, sorry, the way bit to her. The same thing, the Ohuna, the same thing, and yeah, can ye. SM Biggie Phones also pay Shatta Emman is kakeke. Non fan ko friend sikam non fan nyejuma. On pay kakeke he also pay 5 say Shatta isika about from him. 5 cylinders cannot demand keke cry. No the kako share ni businessman, he'll be fine. You think a joke? That is his belief. So think about it. It is not about people who are vagabonds. It's not about people who are nobodies. It's not about people who are non-entities. No, it's about people who believe in the Shatta Movement story. They saw his beginning, they saw his struggles, and they saw how he's got into. Yesterday, I was in his house at Trazako. Yes, and you could see Charlie. Our brain would be doing. Sometimes we are happy. When we see him happy, we are also happy because our brain, papa. So today, if life is good and people are tapping into his blessings, man of God, allow them to tap into a man for ferry. Some because say vagabonds, this, that, they are not. That is how it is. Okay, so we are closing. And some of your new messages, then we run away from here. So someone says, we can't wait for that video. Sparrow, yes, Sparrow. Yes, Sparrow. So we've shot the video for Pancake. That song that says, when you talk about the yellow talk about the purple. You know that song? Yeah, it's called Pancake. I can tell you for free, in fact, exclusive, that video is shot. Shatta Wale de on check. Be cry this week here. Beba Bonting. This week here, the video will be out, or somewhere next week, the video will be out. It's done. Naomi Kolaiki says, SM for life. Sparrow says, they think Shatta Movement fans are Kolo people, but they don't know each and everyone that's part of the movement. Naomi Kole says, we love the boss. Yes, Gideon Body says, Brasami, there's a different level to this. The street love him so much that Shatta feels safe with them. No security, they see him as one of their own. They made it, which indeed he is one of them. Yes, and in this point, I want to stress on this point. In 2 minutes, I'm closing, but I want to stress. You see, Shatta does it to the extent that he goes to these people even without security, like my gentleman is saying. It's not as if they want to harm him. They just want to. So when I also see some of these videos, I get shocked because he was not there with anybody. But you see, did someone harm him? They came to show love. They just want to have a tete-a-tete video because the energy that thing gives them, you have no idea. And Ghana should be happy that we have such a person in the midst of our youthful age bracket. Ghana should be happy that yenya obi anti we no that pese ye nyema bi etimi ka kire say Shatta Wale wo na come beti bra and then kwara na say omo ye red omo ye say per time book show ye support to ye mausika kona ko kasa kire na omo sesa. This is how we have to tap into what the gentleman has built and not to make him look bad. Well, Daniel Dako says, for life, watching from Wood Green, UK. Hey, Charlie Wood Green. I know Wood Green Power. Yeah. We've been coming there for shows. That is Dominion Center in London. Amenin Prosper says, they're paying them. That's one man, one stand. They achieve all these dreams. Gideon Body says, we missed you on Friday. Heard there was a major meeting. What's happening? What's coming? James Nikwe says, God bless you. Pancake video. Yes, pancake video is coming. Yes, Gideon Body. Yes, something big is coming. We have a major event coming. Details will be shared very soon. We went for a video shoot as well. This is a new show. It is called Showbiz Today. Showbiz Today will be talking about everything show business. And like I've told you, Showbiz Today doesn't have a specific time. It is a live show. It is 1 hour. We do it with you guys and we run away. Thank God this has been the premiere edition and I'm very happy with the outcome. Some good numbers on YouTube, some good numbers on Facebook as well. I really appreciate you guys. So please subscribe to us, put us on the alert, on the bell, follow us on Facebook as well, and make sure Showbiz Today is with you. Showbiz Today, me, I can't announce what can. Editorial, the account me can be. Showbiz Daily, Showbiz Today, the can announce what can be. But remember, Showbiz Daily is still happening today at 7 p.m. Showbiz Daily time there, 7 p.m. Monday to Friday. Showbiz Today doesn't have time, but Sammy Flex will be there to do it. Thank you so much to the producers of the show. Gerald did our camera for us, and producers of the show, behind the scenes directors, Theophilus Digosh, as well as Sammy Tuga. We will sure be doing it again tomorrow when we have time. We pray that we get time to do this. My name is Sammy Flex. Thanks for watching. Share the link with other people and tell them that there's a new show where Sammy Flex does it with us. It is called Showbiz Today with Sammy Flex. We're out of here. Hey, let me add that it was highly sponsored by Shaxi. Showbiz Today is sponsored by Shaxi, your ride-hailing app. Download the app today and make sure you are enjoying the rides in the comfort of your corners. Shaxi, it's time to ride. I see you when I see you again. We're out of here.
In the market gradually. And I would like to tell everybody that the good news about Shaxi is that you just subscribe with 20 Ghana Cedi. Use it for 12 hours. 12 hours in minutes is 720 minutes. All the money you make is yours, commission free. I thank you guys all for supporting Shaxi from day one up to now. And I just want to tell you guys that Shaxi has a good package for everyone, both our riders and our drivers. Thank you so much for supporting Shaxi. Shaxi, it's time to ride.
If it's here, go, riders level.